Is that straight? Oh, Lord. Why I can't see straight with these camera? All right. Hi, Taurus-Gemini. Hi, Aurora. Thanks for being here, love. Welcome to your Timeless Love reading, Taurus-Gemini. For those of you that might be new, my name is Gabrielle, and you're tuned in to Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless general tarot and oracle readings, that check into your cosmic kind of horoscope, right? We'll pull love and romance readings. That's a particular series I read for the full and new moons. I also read for each zodiac season as well as all 12 cusp signs, okay? So technically here on my channel, even if you're not a cusp, you get 2 readings every week, or every 2 weeks, I guess I should say, all right? So I'm grateful that you're here with me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to light your incense right quick, all right? I have your candle burning, just so that we get the energy clear, because y'all, when I tell you I have had a day, okay? So much of a day that I actually, I was at the post office today, handling business, doing my job, right? In line, mailed out a whole bunch of stuff. Tell me why it turned into a 4-person argument. Matter of fact, 5-person argument that ended up in me having to humble a grown man. Okay? And when I say humble, I mean gracefully, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? But firmly humble somebody who came into the situation with the just totally lacking self-awareness, pretty much degraded and attacked the postal worker who was helping me. And you know, in them type of situations, especially because she was a very sweet woman, she, you know what I mean, she didn't do nothing, she was just doing her job. It's Friday, y'all. It was middle of the day. I had to say something. I had to, you know what I'm saying, come in and not necessarily correct the behavior, but just kind of be a mirror in the situation and clear some things up. It was interesting, okay? It was definitely interesting, to say the least. So I don't know, Taurus-Gemini, if that was maybe like a precursor to some of your energy, where maybe you feel like, or you might have to be in a situation where you have to stand up for yourself or stand up for somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? Like this postal worker, she at her job, right? She can't curse this man out the way he was talking to her over something stupid. It's just crazy to me how sometimes people can project or expect things that they don't bring to the table. Like this man was expecting this like chippery, high end, you know, customer service, but he's coming in complaining about not being communicated with, which really, that postal worker didn't have to tell this man, you know what I'm saying? You're at the post office. You're going to stand in the line, or if it's too long, you're going to go somewhere else. Y'all, it's just kind of like crazy how people can sometimes not see themselves in the exact thing that they're complaining about. They're actually carrying out in their own energy. You feel me? So I had to be that Heyoka empath that I am, and serve that mirror. And you know what I mean? A grown man, like, sir, like, something about that might be relevant though, because typically I don't really tell y'all the stuff that I kind of go through on a day-to-day, but I feel like some of y'all might be in a position where you have to stand your ground, or you have to tell somebody like what it actually is and what it ain't. What it is and what it's not gonna be. Okay, because when I tell you this man took it far, as much as mentioning like me speaking up and standing up or saying what I had to say, well, see, that's how women get hurt. Ooh. That's how women get hurt. So he came out his mouth towards me like that, and I had to ask the question, who's getting hurt? Who? Because it sure as hell ain't gonna be me. You understand what I'm saying? Just that type of mentality. Like, I can never really understand it, especially when it comes to men speaking to women like that. Come on now. If it was a man that was helping me at the post office and he wanted to have that tussle with that man, I'm not getting in between that. That's two grown men. But you gonna talk to a woman like that? That's nah. Like, call her job meaningless, but you're standing in the line needing her job and her services to get what you have to get done. Like, that's what I'm saying. Just a lack of self-awareness, y'all. It was bananas. It was like the Twilight Zone. But we're here. Taurus-Gemini, you might have to be a mirror to somebody today, tomorrow, sometime in the future, okay? Because that, yeah, anyway, we're gonna be off it. All right, I'm here with y'all again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. And we're gonna get into your reading. All right, I'm gonna do a quick pre-channel, see what I can sense in your energy, and then I'm gonna sound my singing bowl and do a silent prayer. Okay, please feel free to pray along with me. Do whatever grounding or gratitude practice feels right and best for you. And we'll see what you guys got going on in love and romance. All right. So let's see. What do I need to know prior to this Taurus-Gemini love reading? What do I need to know prior to this Taurus and Gemini love reading, divine? What's important for me to be aware of? Thank you so much. I just hear clear. Either you're gaining clarity about something here, Taurus-Gemini. Something is getting clearer. Some of you maybe need to speak clearly. We've been getting a lot of throat chakra energy this week, okay? Super important to work through your throat chakra regardless of your sign right now. And I just heard handful. Yeah, I really do feel like for some of y'all, somebody might just be pushing your limits or pushing your boundaries a little bit, where it's either clear, it's either clear that something is going to take a lot of work, maybe in this relationship that you're in or in a connection that you're trying to engage with. Or, yeah, a handful. Somebody either has a lot on their plate right now. Could be tension. Yeah, I do get that somebody either is looking for more attention from somebody or needs attention or is complaining, right? What else? What else do I need to know? Oh, thank you. Hi, Intuitive Diamond. Thanks for being here, love. Yes, I had to hit. I had to do that accountability work. Yeah, when I tell you my spirit, y'all, like, that's not the first time I've been in situations like that. But I was really trying to fight. Like, I didn't really say much because, again, there was like 3 other people trying to talk to this man and trying to, like, you know, they were going on and on and on and on. And he just kept getting more disrespectful to the point where my spirit was literally rocking my body. Like, I noticed I was like actually rocking back and forth. I was like, oh, wait, all right, it's about to come out. Like, I'm about to say something. And we just gonna pray that it lands well, right? So that's funny. Yeah, I had to, but my spirit definitely stepped in and was like, yo, you need to check yourself or bounce up out of here, like, quickly. Because I'm not about to sit here and listen to your mouth like that. Like, just flat out. Like, I can't. But anyway, we're clearing it. We're clearing it. Yes, we are clearing it. All right, Taurus-Gemini. Let's see what's clear. Let's see what's clear. I'm going to sound my sound bowl here, my singing bowl, excuse me. All right, go ahead again. If you haven't already, start whatever gratitude or grounding practice feels right and best for you. I'm going to do the same in silence, and then we'll get into your reading, all right? Here we go. All right. Thank you so much, Divine. Love messages here for Taurus Gemini energies and my soul tribe that might be tuning in. Love messages. All right. Acts of service. There we go. Doing something for our partner that we know they would love or need when they are overwhelmed makes it worth the while. Acts of service may be your or your person's love language. Some of y'all, some of you guys, this might be a big love language for you, Taurus Gemini, like when somebody steps in and again does something for you or supports you in something, or kind of is very intuitive around what you might be going through and just tries to support you through it, right? Either that's your love language or somebody that you're romantically connecting with here or will be connecting with. Like that means a lot. Doing something or kind of almost like going out of your way to support them in some way. Thinking about them, thoughtfulness, right? I did this for you, or I thought about this, or I made that work, or I fixed this, you know, that type of thing. To make something about somebody's day either go smoother or smoothly. Some of you, you might, maybe, I don't know, the post out. Mirrored, y'all, look at this. Mirrored souls just flew out the deck. And what did I say in my rant? I had to be a mirror in the situation. I had to reflect what this man was doing because he clearly could not see. Mirrored souls. Wow. This card signifies that you have met your spiritual other half. This is also confirmation of balance, masculine and feminine energy within oneself. Y'all, that's literally what I felt. It's like my inner masculine and inner feminine came into union to neutralize the situation, like flat out. So you're definitely either dealing here with somebody, Taurus, Gemini, where they are very balanced in their masculine and feminine energy, right? Very, very balanced. They might work a service job. Maybe they work at a post office. I don't know. Because I'm telling you, I go through crazy stuff sometimes. I really don't share that a lot with y'all because this is really for you and for your energies, right? But because I had to let y'all into that, I feel like there's something relevant about that story or about that situation more than friends. So this could be a friend for some of y'all. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. There may be an upcoming wedding, your own or someone else's. This card also signifies validation that you will get married. So for some of you guys where you maybe are in a position where you're like, am I going to get married? Will I marry this person? And or is marriage even in the cards for me? Yes, you do have a mirrored soul here that you will end up marrying. This kind of came out a little quick and I wasn't paying attention to too cleanly, right? I kind of like to set the intention with the deck while I'm shuffling. So I'm going to put it back. But just know that that's a message there for some of y'all. You guys absolutely will either marry this person that we're connected with in this situation, or you will marry somebody who mirrors your soul, right? Somebody who understands you, sees you, and kind of gets it. And again, acts of service will be huge here. Which really, in acts of service, I kind of get this vibe of surrender, right? Surrender and submission. And again, submission is not just a feminine thing. Please let us understand this collectively, y'all, right? Submission is not feminine specific. Masculine energy also has to submit. Both. It's not you submit to me. That's so, yeah. Okay, so something about the situation I just went through today is relevant because that man, when I tried to tell him like, hey, the tone that you kind of stepped into this whole situation with was totally unnecessary. You really disrespected this woman who's here to do a service for you. It was just uncalled for, right? Like, that's how I kind of began the whole thing. And then he came to me saying, who am I to tell a man what to do? I was like, all right, so we on that type of time, clearly. Cool. I am who I am. You know, flat out, like, I am who I am. I could tell a man what I want to tell a man. I could say what I want to say. You get me? It's just this. It's funny when people want to talk a lot, but they don't listen. You feel me? You might have dealt with a lot of people like this, Taurus Gemini, where they could talk a mile a minute They could just bark, 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 but they don't bite. You understand? I don't really bark, I bite. Flat out. That's that balance of that masculine and feminine. I'm not about to sit here and tussle like that. Like I'm gonna just set the standard. I'm gonna be the thermostat. Understand? This is the temperature we're about to be at. You either leave or you become the thermometer and you get where you gotta go. I'm saying all of that to say it's like you might be dealing with somebody or have dealt with somebody who felt like or was very steeped in patriarchal roles like that. Like, you're the feminine energy, so you need to submit to me, but I don't gotta listen to nothing you say because you're just a woman. Like, maybe that type of He-Man Woman Haters Club type stuff. You feel me? Yeah. No. And maybe at one point towards Gemini, you subscribe to that. Flat out. No judgment here, right? We all learn, we all grow, we've all been conditioned to think certain things that we have to unwind and undo and uncondition ourselves in. So maybe either that was an energy you used to believe in and you're maybe coming into clarity. It's getting clear that that's not what this situation is, or that's not how something in this relationship is going to be ran, like, right? It's acts of service both ways. It's not one person serving the other and the other person not returning any of that energy. That's not what this is, especially not with mirror souls. Okay, so maybe that's even a flag some of y'all might need to look out for if you are dating. Like, if you are dealing with somebody who doesn't listen to you when you speak, or doesn't value the words that come out of your mouth, or doesn't value your thought process or your mind or your ideas around something, or again, your expression, dead it. Completely dead it. All right? Because what you deserve here and what you actually will be in union with is somebody who is a mirrored soul, somebody who is strong and sturdy and has union within themselves between their own feminine and masculine energy, which would be that lesson of both have to submit. It's all surrender at the end of the day, right? It's balance. In order to find balance, both parties have to surrender. Even think about a scale. Some of you might be dealing with a Libra, okay? Because I just saw a scale in my mind's eye. This might be a long reading, y'all, towards Gemini, but buckle up, okay? Think about even in the way that a scale works, right? If one has more weight on it than the other, one will be up like this, right? So that submission would be, I'm going to release certain things from my bowl on this side of the scale. The other person is going to take on some other things until the scales are balanced, right? One can't be higher than the other. There's no hierarchy. No hierarchy. Two wholes coming together to make a stronger whole, not two halves making one whole. Yeah? Something about that is huge when it comes to acts of service. I feel like that might be something you need to look for in a potential partner here towards Gemini if you are single. So tell me more. Let's get the last oracle out here. Tell me more about acts of service and mirrored souls. Thank you. Y'all. Taurus Gemini. I wish I could hear y'all. Like, I wish we could, this was like a Zoom call or something like that. Yin and yang. Yin and yang. Mirrored souls, yin and yang, acts of service. Come on now. Come on now. I don't go through nothing for no reason. That might even be a lesson in and of itself towards Gemini. Some of y'all need to understand that you have gone through everything you've gone through in your life, big and small, for purpose. Not for vanity, for purpose. Purpose. Every single situation, every single encounter, every person that crossed your path, every situation you find yourself in, for purpose towards Gemini. The sooner you surrender to that, the more you start to walk in that and that understanding, like, okay, this situation is going to serve me down the road. You might not know how soon or how far that road might be until it serves you. Acts of service. It's an act of service to have to deal with those situations. It's an act of service almost, right? It serves you. That's that balance between that masculine and feminine, when you understand that everything that happens in your life serves you, whether it is good, whether it is bad, whether it is neutral. It is a tool for you to hold on to, experience, walk through, understand, to support your path, period. Yin and yang and mirrored souls. Come on now. Come on now. Meet your spiritual other half. You both reflect the innermost parts of each other, emotionally and spiritually. Reflection. You are the reflection of this person as they are of you. This is what you need, what you are about to have, or what you're experiencing now when it comes to love. Okay? Yin and yang, y'all. Oh, wow. I don't know why I want to smile so hard for y'all right now, because this just feels exciting as heck. Like, this feels exciting. To actually meet somebody, encounter somebody, deal with somebody who you don't necessarily, y'all speak the same language. Let me just say that. Love language, acts of service. Somebody who's humble enough within themselves to serve, regardless of their status or regardless of what they have or what they do. You understand me? A relationship and a connection where you both serve each other. It's not one over the other. It's not a hierarchy. It's not a dictatorship. It's not a I can do this, but you can't. I can yell and tell you and say all this to you, but you can't tell me nothing. This is not that. This is a situation that lacks ego, which is beautiful, especially when it comes to love, because ego can be the biggest block. Yeah. Ooh. Taurus-Gemini. I'm going to flip this deck over. When you see the bottom of this card, I almost feel like I could end the reading right here. Divine Flame. This person may be a twin flame or someone you have an intense soul connection with currently. The flames within your souls allow you both to explore this connection. Acts of service would say, I almost feel like here, Taurus-Gemini, you might have a mission with this person. Now, I don't really talk like that unless that's really what's coming through, but I mean, acts of service, mirrored souls, yin and yang, and divine flame, what else would that be? You have a mission. You have a mission of service with a particular lover here, Taurus-Gemini, and we are about to get in it, okay? Yeah. Your relationship, your love is meant to serve the world in some way, shape, or form, whether it is to awaken the world, be an example for those, and not necessarily the whole world. The world could be your neighborhood. The world could be your community. The world could be your family that you build, right? Everything we do has a ripple effect, whether we understand that or not. Every word we speak, every action we take doesn't affect just us. It affects everything. That's the type of effect you're going to, it's a ripple effect. The love you create within this connection will then ripple out and affect other people in ways that I don't even think you guys are going to be able to imagine right now or could even fully understand. But acts of service, mirrored souls, yin and yang, and divine flame. No wonder the High Priestess and the Hierophant and the Empress and the Emperor have been coming out all week. Some of you guys are absolutely getting into a very, very deep spiritual union here. Whether, again, this is you falling into deeper union with yourself, because maybe there isn't somebody in the picture right now, right? Maybe you don't want anybody to be in the picture. That's fine too, right? You choose what works best for you. Either way, it's a union. It's a powerful union. It's a balanced union. It's a union that lacks nothing. It's a union that lacks nothing, but has everything to gain, everything to create, everything to manifest, everything to experience. I just heard a humble heart. So if you're questioning about who this person is, Taurus-Gemini, this person has a humble heart. I almost feel like you're going to have to recognize this person by their energy and by their mannerisms and by their vibration as opposed to what they look like. Because I'm kind of, even in my mind, I'm like, okay, I could kind of hear somebody, well, what do they look like and who are they, and you know what I mean? I almost feel like it's a frequency. Come on now, the world. Taurus-Gemini, I do not mean to shout. I do not mean to shout. I'm so sorry. Let me calm down. The world. Do you have a mission in this world? The world card. You ain't got to believe me. You don't have to believe me. Look at how the energy is coming out. The world. Fixed energy. Permanent changes. A permanent evolution. A permanent completion. Full on support from the universe. This connection here is supported by God. By Source. By Allah. However you want to call it, the Supreme, the Creator, however you name it, that's what's supporting this. Now, okay, thank you, Divine. I do feel like I need to share my perspective on this whole divine flame, twin flame thing, okay? If called to that path, it is more or less the individual being a reflection of spirit. Okay, so that's the first union. You coming into union with Source, union with spirit, and that being the guidance and or the way that two souls come together. Two souls that are in union with Source, connecting with one another. Twin flame. The flame is spirit, energy, period, right? So you mirror that flame. You mirror your spirit. You step into an authentic alignment with your spirit. And then the only way that you're going to be able to recognize or be recognized by your counterpart is because they have to also be authentically aligned with their spirit. That's where the recognition comes from. That's where the connection comes from. So if they are not in that alignment, they're not going to see you. They're not going to recognize you. It's not going to happen. But this feels like two people finally being in a balanced formation and balanced energy with their masculine and feminine within oneself, which then allows you to pay attention to, recognize the mirror of that union that's happened within you. Okay? Now, is it always a specific one single person? I don't necessarily believe that. I believe it is people who have chosen to do the work, people who have chosen to uncondition themselves and walk on this path and continue to do so. That's who comes to me. You can get on the path, you can get off the path. Do you understand what I'm saying? So regardless of who it might be, it will be somebody who is in that type of union, who will reflect the union work, the inner soul work that you have done. Your twin flame, because they're seeking Source, you're seeking Source, and in that seeking of Source, you find each other. You can recognize each other. That's why you sometimes have those karmic situations, right? Where someone is chasing the other because one person is in alignment and the other person isn't. And through that alignment, you might be able to see the potential for that person to come into alignment. So that's what you're attracted to. But nonetheless, it's just stored potential energy. Think about it in a scientific way. Potential energy is stagnant. Kinetic energy is motion. It's in movement. So if that energy is not kinetic in that person, then literally you are attaching yourself to the potential that could be, but might not ever be unleashed. Might not ever actually move. So that's why you keep going around in circles. Circles and circles and circles and circles. You see me? Okay? So what you need to look for towards Gemini is somebody who's actually moving, growing, not stagnant. Okay, so yes, this is full on confirmation that for those of you that will resonate with this reading, you do have a divine flame. You are either on that divine flame path. That's the path you were here to experience. And with wedding popping out earlier, you absolutely will marry somebody who's also experiencing the same thing. Queen of Pentacles was at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn energy. Could be dealing with another earth sign. Could be you. Okay? But let's get into it. Tell me more about acts of service, mirrored souls, yin and yang, and divine flame here. What are the acts of service? Come on now. Six of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. It's almost like I just heard, I know you work hard. It's like these are hard-working people. You know what I mean? Like, these are people who do honest work. Honest work. It's about acknowledgement. I feel like the energy between you and this person, again, it's humble. There's no ego in it. Even though, yes, this is the Six of Wands and it's needing that, like, it's almost like being a parade. You've won the battle of the Five of Wands. You've come out victorious. Now you're getting all this acknowledgement and this victory and this success. And you know what I mean? It's like, but that's what... I guess that's maybe what's important here. This isn't false. Wow. It's like, I gotta say this really delicately, or there's like specific words. Again, y'all know how I get. There's certain words that I have to say in order to connect this for somebody. So thank you for bearing with me, all right? This Six of Wands didn't come fast. And what I mean by that, this wasn't like overnight success. And or whatever type of acknowledgement or good deeds or good work that somebody or both of y'all are doing. It wasn't just a fly-by-night type of thing. Or I just stumbled into this spotlight, or I just, you know, happened to do this and I'm tend to be really good at. No, this was genuine work put into it. But I also get that somebody definitely needs to get that reassurance or that acknowledgement for the work that they do, the effort that they put in to be of service. So meaning, you notice that your person goes out of their way to do something to support you, you thank them for it, you acknowledge them for it, you praise them for it. Not withholding that. Again, it's ego, like, oh, that wasn't that big of a deal. No, like, thank you so much, I really needed that. It's a grateful heart. Like, I don't, because it's honest, it's real work. It's like somebody's, both of y'all, honestly, I feel, are dedicated to really working on this, or working towards this union with one another, doing your own individual work. But thank you, Divine. Eight of Pentacles used to be a card for me. I used to say this a lot when I first started my channel and doing readings. Eight of Pentacles is like tunnel vision. You don't see anything else but what you're working on. It's really honing in on a skill, or it's really being so tunnel vision on your work that you're not paying attention. Look at this. Can y'all see that? This man's clothes are torn. They torn up. He's not even paying attention to how he necessarily looks. He's so focused on fine-tuning and perfecting these pentacles. Tunnel vision, back turned to everything else in the background here, right? So that would be that folks so focused on your own work, so focused on helping and improving and growing yourself, that it's like you don't really even have time for the praise, for the parade. I also get there's a lot of appreciation here. Okay, so someone either appreciates the work that you do, and or you appreciate the work that this person does, or you guys just have a genuine appreciation for each other. Tell me more about acts of service. And the Six of... Now, y'all know when the card sounds my singing bowl, it's something serious. Clear to move forward. Because I was asking Source 2, like, you know, yes, my singing bowl is right over here, but the cards can kind of fly anywhere. Why does it always either hit, or certain ones kind of hit and sound my singing bowl? And I got the response that when it does that, whatever the energy of the card is, it's being cleared. So you're cleared to move forward. You're cleared to go. You're cleared to be in alignment. That's what the Chariot is all about. It's being in alignment with your destined path. You're on the right path. So maybe this is a situation where you both have fallen into work that serves the world, right? We did get the World card, or that serves people in general. Maybe you create a service. Maybe you give a service. Maybe that's a part of your mission. The Chariot, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Maybe, again, like I said, for those of y'all where this really resonates, you do have a mission with this person that will change or alter or shift the world in some way, whether big or small. So you guys might both get recognized for the hard work that you put in to remaining in this alignment, to getting into this Chariot or wherever this Chariot is headed. It's bringing you somewhere where, yeah, you're going to get a lot of acknowledgement, advancement. It's like Ten of Pentacles. Jeez. Yeah. Talk about advancement, the Ten of Pentacles. Something that will stand the test of time. Something that will build you legacy. With the Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles, that's legacy. That's your work preceding you. Your work, the things and whatever this is, whatever you both will work on, whatever work you do individually that just is supported by one another, right? It doesn't necessarily even have to be a shared mission. It could be you have one path, the other person has their own, but it complements one another. Take it as it resonates. Either way, it leads to longevity, generational wealth, generational stability, meaning the children that you have, if you do have children, or the family that you create, however that looks like for you, will benefit off the work that you're doing now for years and years and years to come. So much so that you'll be able to see the fruit of that labor that you're doing now. A lot of people think that fruit of the labor is something that they themselves will get to enjoy. Not necessarily. Sometimes you're planting seeds and planting trees for generations of people to be able to eat off of. You might not eat off that tree, but guaranteed 30, 50 years from now, you understand what I'm saying? Somebody's going to benefit from that work, from that seed that you planted. Pentacles can sometimes be seeds that you're gifted. Like the Ace of Pentacles, it's a new seed to plant. Something that will grow over time, over years. Yeah? Mirrored Souls, the Hangman. Could be dealing with the Pisces. Could also be dealing with an Aquarius with the Hangman energy. Doesn't have to be, though. You also got Cancer here with the Chariot. You got Leo with the Six of Wands. I want to say you have Virgo with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be a Leo Virgo cusp. This could be a Cancer Leo cusp. Aquarius, Pisces. Once again, I hope y'all hear the sound bowl when that happens. Some of y'all might be like, what sound bowl, girl? I don't even hear it. That would be funny. But the Four of Pentacles needs to be cleared. So yeah, a blocked heart. Some of you guys are so used to being alone or working on your own that it's going to be very rare and very foreign to experience somebody serving you. Ooh, Taurus-Gemini. You're so used to being in service of others, for some of y'all, that to have somebody serve you in the way that you serve somebody else is bananas. Like it's kind of like, it's illuminating, it's enlightening. The Hangman. It's like, it turns your perspective, it changes your perspective, it shifts your awareness. It hangs you upside down. It gets you to see something in a different light where you were almost convinced that that was almost going to be impossible. Because I know sometimes there's like the idea that, well, maybe I'm just here to help other people. Maybe I'm not necessarily here to get my needs met. Maybe I'm just here to be of service to whomever I cross paths with, right? Sometimes people have that idea or that perspective on life. I don't think that that's, honestly, I just, that may be true for some, right? Everything is valid necessarily if that's what people feel. But for those of y'all that might have been going down that thought pattern or that thought path, you're taking a detour here, because no, you're not meant to be alone. You're not meant to just serve everybody else and you not have that experience yourself, or have somebody to take care of you or tend to your needs in that way. No, that's not in your experience, for those of you that'll resonate with this. Okay? Tell me more about mirrored souls. Right into the singing bowl. Knight of Wands. Some of you, this could be a Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is the 7th house partner to your Gemini energy. Okay? Mind you, Taurus, Gemini, over the past 3 years, you guys have had the lunar nodes in your energy. Okay? Lunar nodes a while ago. Yeah, there's Piscean energy there with the Knight of Cups. The lunar nodes, or I want to say before 2020, 2019, maybe into 2020, maybe 2021, yeah, was in Taurus and Scorpio. It then moved more recently into, no, sorry, excuse me, y'all. It was in Gemini and Sagittarius. It just recently, not recently, but over the past kind of 18 months, it's been in Taurus and Scorpio. Come mid-June, I feel. Maybe don't quote me. I feel like it's June. In June, it'll shift into Libra and Aries. Aries and Libra. I think it's going to be Aries North Node, Libra South Node. So something about the past 3 years, I feel like you've either been in this Four of Pentacles energy, like closed off, blocked heart, not really opening up, not really giving anything, not really believing that you had a mirrored soul in this world, or had somebody who maybe could understand you or appreciate you. That's what I get off the Hangman. It's that Aquarian energy. We're in Aquarius season. It could also be Piscean, but it's almost like feeling like an outsider, feeling like an outlier, feeling like one of one, or one out of a million, or you know what I mean? Like there's no one else who's going to understand the path I'm on. I'm all alone. That type of mindset and that type of mentality here. So Knight of Cups, some of you guys might be getting an offer here. From a King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Scorpio being the 7th house to your Taurian energy. So this is absolutely a mirrored soul for sure. For sure, for sure. Okay? And you got the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely somebody with Jupiter energy. Or a strong Jupiter placement. Maybe their Jupiter's in water energy. They could have a Scorpio Jupiter, or Jupiter in Scorpio, Jupiter in Cancer, Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is also at home in Pisces as well. It's cold. It's a co-ruler. Wheel of Fortune, though, meet your spiritual other half. It's a King of Cups. It's a King of Cups. Your spiritual other half is a King of Cups. A watery energy. You both reflect the innermost parts of each other emotionally and spiritually. There's the emotional reflection. Okay? Spiritual reflection might be this Hangman energy. Tell me more. Yeah, or there it is. More Sagittarius energy, the 9 of Wands. Yeah, y'all both have been through a lot for sure. More Sagittarius energy with the Knight of Wands as well. You both have been through a lot. 7 of Cups, though. Maybe me saying the signs is like confusing somebody. So they don't necessarily have to be these signs. I'm just giving the vibes that I see through the cards, because they do connect and align with particular zodiac energies and planets and placements. 7 of Cups is Scorpio energy, though. I almost get that when you meet this person, I don't think you're going to really know how to feel towards Gemini. I think it's going to be, again, it's going to be a little jarring. Like, I think it's either going to catch you off guard, or again, it's going to turn your world upside down. It's like Twilight Zone. It's almost going to feel like you're in the Twilight Zone. Like, is this even real? Is this person real? Am I dreaming? Is this another reality that I've tapped into? What's happening, right? Like, it almost feels like that's, it's like, what is actually going on? What am I feeling right now? Why do I feel kind of chaotic, but also kind of calm, but also kind of confused, but also, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's going to be a lot of emotions that you're going to maybe have to sort through, but again, it's a mirrored soul. So they're going to reflect you, you're going to reflect them. That can also be a bit of a challenge too, right? Especially if you're not used to having people that close to you, or you're not used to people seeing you that clearly. Wounded Warrior, 9 of Wands, Chiron energy. With, yeah, I feel like it's going to be a good thing, this reflective vibration, this mirrored souls. It's going to be a good thing, because I don't feel like Taurus-Gemini, you're going to have to explain a lot, or, well, you might have to explain, but what I mean by it's like, it's not going to be like talking to somebody who doesn't understand, or who just hasn't had that experience, so I can't really connect or relate to that. No. Everything that you've gone through, this person has also experienced in some way, shape, or form. So when you express yourself, or you let them know, you let them into your world, whatever you've been wounded with, or again, you bear it all, the good, the bad, the ugly, it's not going to scare this person. It's not going to make this person judge you at all. They're going to reflect it. Oh, well, damn, I have the same scars. I have the same things. Like, you know what I mean? I've experienced something very similar, so I get where you're coming from. And I think that that's going to be almost like a sigh of relief, and or what's going to get you to unblock your heart chakra here. I also kind of get that at one point, if you have already met this person, career, y'all might have been led to each other through career or through your work or something like that. I get that at first this might have been scary for somebody, like to be seen so clearly, to have somebody kind of penetrate past this Four of Pentacles. Because I get the Knight of Wands kind of like running away because of the wounds. Or when you guys met, it was too mirrored, like it just was too intense. Because this is absolutely an intense connection. That's what I'm saying. It's like you kind of have to be prepared to be that vulnerable. You have to be prepared to let somebody see you in all of you, all your forms, not just what you want them to see, not just the curated version of you. You know what I mean? It's like through the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right? And the pretty. Whatever. The handsome. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. I think it either got too deep too quick. With that emotional energy, it got too intense too quick. So somebody either couldn't stand the heat, and or wasn't ready to face themselves like that. Wasn't ready to really see themselves in the mirror quite yet. But I do get that this Knight of Cups, they might have been a Knight of Cups when you connected with them. Again, regardless of gender, they're now the King of Cups. They're coming back on this wheel as the King of Cups. Chariot energy. Because everything on their path leads them either back to you, or you're always led back to this person. And what did I say about the Ace of Pentacles? This is a gift, Taurus Gemini. You're being gifted a divine flame. You're being gifted a mirrored soul. You know how much work, Eight of Pentacles, you know how much work you've put in. But for those of you that might not know, do you know, you got to really understand how much work, inner work, that takes to be gifted your divine counterpart, or somebody who's also on a similar path to you, or again, someone who's also spiritually aware, the Hangman, who's also, because think about the Hangman. The Hangman hung themselves upside down intentionally. Nobody trapped them up there. Sometimes it can be that though, but in this situation, this was intentional enlightenment. Somebody wants to know, wants to be aware, wants to grow in that way. To connect with somebody like that when you're also in that same energy, powerful isn't even a word that can describe that. Intense isn't even a word that can describe that. Ace of Pentacles, divine flame. It's a gift. It's a gift of a seed. It's a gift of a foundation. It's a gift of something that, again, is sturdy, is stable, is balanced, is grounded, is earth energy. Okay? You might be a gift to this person. You both will clearly be a gift to each other, but this might all be you, Taurus-Gemini. You let me know in the comments down below, okay? But I definitely feel like somebody came in with love and somebody rushed out. And that's okay. Now, I don't really feel like it was necessarily intentional. I think it was vibrational. Because if somebody is not ready to see themselves clearly in the mirror, then of course this isn't going to be ideal for them, right? Of course, you're going to run away from your own reflection. You're going to run away from yourself. That's literally what I feel like somebody did. Somebody ran away from themselves. Like seeing yourself in somebody else, but that could be kind of spooky. Yeah, spooky and intense, for sure. Not ready to face the wounds just yet. Not ready, okay? But that's okay, because we're always not ready. And whenever we're ready, we never truly know. But the Wheel of Fortune is here, meaning that I feel like the time is right, regardless if somebody feels ready or not. Time has come for this to either come back around, Wheel of Fortune, right? Someone's coming back around in a higher frequency, a higher energy now, more in alignment, more balanced, more confident. Six of Wands. Somebody's done the work in order for you both to have the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe you both ran away from each other when you first met. Think about, think about meeting your twin. Somebody who's exactly like you, but just in the opposite energy. Think about that. Meaning, if they're in the opposite energy, they see your shadow and your light. You see their shadow and their light. They can't hide from you. You can't hide from them. Four of Pentacles. You can't keep things close to the chest because this person's going to know. They're going to sense it. They're going to feel it. You can't hide. So when you're used to hiding yourself and then you get around somebody you can't hide from, yeah, it's going to be a night of wands. Like, oh, I don't know about this. Gotta go. But honestly, I really just feel like it was just the energy. Either you guys just fell really quick or it got really deep really quick and somebody just wasn't ready to be that deep. That's okay. It is coming back around though, where someone is ready to either let you into their world, let you know all sides and parts of them. Again, yin and yang. Someone's like finally accepting of this. But it's an Ace of Pentacles though. The divine has a hand in this. It's a gift. It's a beautiful gift. All right, Taurus-Gemini. We are going to end the reading here. All right, we're going to also move into the extended, where I'm going to look beyond this Ace of Pentacles to get some more information on this divine flame for you all, for my members over there that are interested. I'm then also going to pull some oracle cards from the sacred geometry of relationships. We're going to see what the energy vibration is here between these divine flames or these divine energies. And then I'm going to pull some love notes, okay? Really, since it's the King of Cups out here, I feel like you're either the King of Cups, Taurus-Gemini, or this is who's coming towards you. So we're going to see where King of Cups is at in the mind and in the heart space through a love note oracle deck that I've created here. So that will be the extended reading. If you're interested in that and you're not a member of my channel yet, you can hit that join button next to subscribe. All right, it's going to take you to my YouTube sign up page. If you don't see that join button, you can go down in my description box below and click the link next to join my channel for exclusive readings and perks. That'll also take you to that sign up page. Absolutely sign up where you feel comfortable if you would like to, okay? But if you want access to the extended love readings, you'll either want to be a bloom or a bouquet, okay? That'll give you access to all of the extended love readings that I've done up to this point since starting my membership here on my channel, as well as the ones that I will do in the future. They will all be posted on your members tab, all right? So I hope to see you over in the extended there shortly for my members that are tuned in there. Again, link is posted on the members tab. I'll see you on that live very soon. If I don't see you on the membership side of things here, Taurus Gemini, I hope you at least enjoyed this part of the reading. Let me know what resonated with you in the comments down below. If you did connect with this energy or this message today, or whenever you find this, make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe here on YouTube in the Cusp of Roses community. It'll also help me pick up on your energy for the daily readings that I do here on my channel. And if you would like to be notified when I am live so you don't miss out on a daily reading, you can click that bell button and hit all right? Hope to talk to you guys in the comments. Hope to see you in the next reading. Namaste, Taurus Gemini. Oh, and I'm so sorry. Thank you, Aurora. Oh, boy. Hold on one second. Thank you, Aurora, for being here in the chat. Report. Hold on one second. Okay. We're gonna report that. Oh my God. I hope y'all could see that now. I'm so sorry. I'm just now noticing that was kind of all crooked. But hi, Aurora. Thanks for being here. Intuitive Diamond and everybody else. I'm so sorry for all the craziness in the chat here, but give me a second. There we go. All right, y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. Namaste.